Hello and welcome to Motors for the Masses. Now, unfortunately, because of the snow, ice and lockdown and any other excuse I can think of, we are having to do a video, actually, slightly to the left. I forgot the camera, so I'm having to use the backup camera, and there's no mounting plate, so we sellotaped it, didn't we? We literally sellotaped it with the boom mic to the tripod, so we're slightly on the her. I do apologise. On the her, that's a Norfolk thing, isn't it? On the her.
It is now.
We're having a dirt on the her. Okay, so that brings us on actually neatly onto our next video, which we are planning episode 2 of Manic Max, the Potato Wars. More to come on that very soon. But for now, what we are doing is discussing our 3-day trip. Now, as you know, lockdown, etc., blah blah blah, we cannot do it yet. The plan is for the beginning of April. Fingers crossed, it's up to Boris. He makes that decision, not us, and Chris Whitty, I think. Is it?
Well, I don't think it's up to either of them. I think it's up to the fact that the COVID goes away a bit.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, but it's up to them to tell us when we can do it.
Well, it's irrelevant whether they say you can or not. If there's still lots of COVID, I'm not going.
Right, what do you say on the subject?
I don't care, I'll go anyway.
Okay, so anyway, we planned a route. Now, day 1, known as the Tea Party Adventure, is starting from Lowestoft, or Lowestoft, and we are heading all round the North Norfolk coast up to Boston. The plan is to stop every half an hour, 45 minutes, and talk about what the ride is like on the bikes, swap bikes, ride a bit more, talk, swap bikes, ride a bit more, drone shots, picturesque locations, etc, etc. So onto those locations. We are planning on stopping at East Somerton, Winterton-on-Sea on the dunes on there, Haysborough Lighthouse, which is pronounced Happisburgh, but that's Norfolk for you. Haysborough, you've got to say it with about 12 A's in it. Then we're going on to possibly Sheringham North Norfolk Railway, Houghton Hall, which is Wales next to the sea because they can't pronounce it.
What did you just say?
Houghton Hall.
Hokum Hall.
Houghton Hall.
So it's Norfolk.
Houghton Hall.
No, say it properly.
What is it then?
I don't know, say it properly.
Houghton Hall.
Right.
What was that about?
I didn't know what you were saying.
Houghton Hall.
Exactly.
Houghton Hall, Wales next to the sea. Because they don't have a t or a her or anything else that involves 2. Oh, that's the one. Then we're going to Castle Rising in Kings Lynn, and then we're going up to Boston. That is day 1.
That's why it's tea party, by the way, Boston.
Yeah, because he wants to throw a tea bag in the sea.
Or some level of, some body of water.
A cup?
Yeah, I do.
The journey is about 4.5 hours long, so it's a day's ride with stopping for fish and chips and various other takeaway establishments.
And filmings.
Stroke camping and filming. Yes, filmings. Right, okay, so once we've done that, we're on to day 2. Who's got day 2? That's you.
That's me, I've got day 2. So day 2, we are, what's it called? What did you call it?
The Jolly South.
The Jolly South, that's the one, yeah. So we're jollying south, funny enough.
It's not about the Jolly South.
No, but we're jollying
Or quite
in a
down
southerly
to
direction.
South Island.
Exactly.
I believe the final destination of actual interest is Stratford-upon-Avon, so Shakespeare County Raceway.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
I said of interest.
That's not the final destination, though, is it?
Of interest.
Of interest from Malcolm.
Drag racing.
Not going drag racing.
Why?
Because we want 3 adventure bikes, you can't go drag racing. And anyway, you'll be mostly on a 650, he's on a 310, I'm on a
I didn't
380.
say we were going to go drag racing, I meant like go and watch it.
So to be fair, he's got the advantage.
Why?
Because he's fast and stupid. Whereas you're slow and boring. And I'm stuck in the middle.
That's why I get the biggest
trying to keep up with him and make sure you're still in my rearview mirror.
Well, to be fair, Malcolm's probably getting on with his bike a bit better nowadays, mate.
He is, to be honest, out of all 3 of us, he's the only real biker.
Yeah.
He comes wherever the weather on his bike.
So
We just go,
the trick
nah,
is,
it's a little bit cold.
the trick is
Tomorrow.
whoever's slowest, just don't put them at the back. because it forces them to go faster, and then they have accidents.
I'll go at the back.
Yeah.
So, crack on.
Yeah. Anyway, so the final destination is a Bulldog.
So let me get this straight. We're leaving Boston.
So we're leaving from Boston to go jolly south via Grantham, Leicester, Coventry, Stratford-upon-Avon,
Shakespeare Country
Raceway, Chipping Norton,
Bit of conflict of
some
interest
roads.
there.
Some roads.
That's a Belchley.
Bletchley.
That's spelt wrong.
Oh yeah, for Belchley. Possibly, depends on how much Coke we drink.
Yeah, then Harlington, Hitching, and then Baldock, which is where we'll be staying for the...
Camping for day 2.
Yes.
Yes. And then, on to day 3.
Yeah, I mean, day 3, leave Baldock. Basically, it's heading towards home, back to Lowestoft, but there may be a little surprise stop on the way. But that's yet to be confirmed, but we shall see when it comes to nearer the time.
Yes.
But
I don't know what it is either.
basically,
Oh, no.
From there, we're just coming up through Bury St Edmunds on the way home to Lowestoft, but there is a stop on the way, hopefully.
So there's a method to the madness. Basically, we're taking coast roads, day 1. Day 2, we're doing more A roads and motorway to see how they fare at a constant higher speed, shall we say. 70 miles an hour, nothing more. And then day 3, back through normal roads again. The idea is also to give you a little showcase of Norfolk and its surrounding counties. So if you plan an adventure, you might find this interesting. Anyone on the tourist board who's watching this, which I very much doubt it to be honest, may go, do you know what? Those 3 lads have shown some fantastic places in Norfolk. Let's put their video on the Norfolk Tourist Board information website, .co.uk.
You're very optimistic, aren't you?
I am.
It's a good way to live.
Yeah, absolutely, I am.
Yeah, basically, it's not just showing you that the bikes are capable of doing something like that. It's the reasons maybe why you would like to get a bike and do a
Yes.
little tour.
And we're going to have some fun as well.
Exactly that. And hopefully to show you that you don't need a 1200 Triumph Explorer
Costing £1 million
and weighs 260 kilos, which
yeah,
is...
a fridge freezer
which is
and
very
everything else you
awkward when
want to bring with you
Yeah.
to go camping. You don't need it.
So hopefully we'll show you that the smaller capacity bikes can have just as much fun and do these tours as much as a bigger bike. Especially when you're doing England journeys. So, anybody got anything else to say?
No, I
Do you
don't
think there's any hills?
There'll be hills.
Because there's sort of no hills here at all, is there? There's around here, maybe.
There'll be
There
some
are hills.
little hills.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the Peak District.
No, there's no mountains to climb, let's be honest.
Not quite going as far as the Cotswolds, are we? Not really.
No, we're not. No. We could have ventured
Right,
more,
right
but
there.
bear in mind this is our first trip away, so it's more of a test for us as well. One, to see if we get on with each other and I don't end up shoving him in the fire or throwing tea all over him. Or you might leave me behind, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just it's going to be just a lot of filming in 3 short days, really. So
Yes.
it's, with all the riding as well, it's going to be a packed weekend, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be enjoyable. And once this is out of the way and everything else is back to normal, we can plan more trips on different bikes and different types of trips. So it's a new segment for us that we are getting involved in. And we hope we can take you along with us and that you can enjoy the ride from your armchair stroke computer table.
Don't know whether I enjoy the ride more or enjoy the antics that we're probably going to get up to while we're out and about.
I'm looking
but
forward to it. Yes.
We'll see.
Yes, there'll be some happenings, I'm sure. So, thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry that it's nothing more exciting today, but as I say, we're trying to do the best we can in this current situation. We hope you're all staying safe, we hope you're all staying warm, and you're not snowed in. If you are, sorry, we don't control the weather. Anything else to say? No?
No,
Good. Right, until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
And that.
I need that.
Oh.